heaven. In fact, during Matiangi era, he's the one who switched media off. You remember that?
And then
he's the one who ensured bodies.
From where?
He's the one who ensured bodies are found in Rivayala.
And his friends are the ones who are taking those bodies to Yala.
Allow me to bat it.
Are the ones who are in government. Then, that's why we have...
But Matiangi,
if you are serious, bring an inquest.
This is why...
Bring an inquest.
Can we have Rosa?
Because we are ready.
Okay, just a moment. Let's
have... Your friends are the ones who are taking those bodies to Yala.
This is why...
Okay. I think we're going off the rails.
He can resign in ODM and run again in case
if
he's a man.
If you are man enough, remove me. I was not brought here on a silver platter. I won my seat.
I know you won, but I'm saying even Raila Odinga in the early 90s when he he resigned. And
Raila was not running for senator.
All right, thank you.
No.
Take me to kiss you.
Let me finish. You know now you are
we need to go home.
You need to protect me from heckling of Senator.
No, you are the one heckling.
No, I'm not heckling.
This country, strangely, with a 10 trillion shilling debt. He was in the previous government, which was with President William Ruto, where he was with Uhuru Kenyatta. Why were we in ODM making noise about state resources? Because they were taking those resources to certain areas, and they were taking some to his. You see,
which are these areas?
Just wait. He said Nandi got 56 billion. Kisi got
56 million. Please, point of.
Hold on, 56 million. But that is not the true fact. No.
But Mau Mau got 540 billion.
Don't talk about Mau Mau. All of us in Kenya have the attitude where we think once we are in power, we take it all. So don't blame Uhuru. I will not blame William Ruto. These are children of this dysfunctional system which has failed. That is why Gen Zs are in the streets. We have refused to audit what we have borrowed. We are continuing to borrow without saying why we are borrowing.
So Kenya
the law used to say that we should borrow, bring the money to the National Assembly. The National Assembly approves. These are the people's representatives. We actually abdicated on our responsibility and handed that power to the executive. The executive can now borrow money without consulting us. That's where we are. But so before he starts saying how we are going to talk about this equity thing, my brother Cherargei, you know I love you, I respect you, I have a lot of respect. What I'm saying is this. Yes, let us audit state capture. Let us audit historical injustices. And in finality, let us audit human rights violations. But let us audit. You see what is happening? Why
do we need to audit?
Wait,
because
Dibal, the audit will tell you in which mess you are in.
But we already have an audit.
No, there is no audit. The controller of budget and the auditor general don't know what we owe.
Okay, the president.
Just a moment. The National Assembly and we in the Senate.
Just a moment. But the president also attempted to come up with a task force so that we may audit these debts. I think it was challenging in court, isn't it?
Let me ask you, why would you get a task force and yet you are not using Parliament and the Senate? I mean National Assembly and the Senate. Why?
But I thought
these are the people's... Wait.
Because
Dibal,
you failed as Parliament.
Dibal, just wait. If we have failed and if we accept that we have failed, then let's go for elections. That's what democracy requires.
Is Kenya a failed state?
Most likely.
Then why would Matiangi want to lead a failed state?
He's coming to fix the failed state.
But he was part of
the state is failed.
I'm saying...
How can you fix a failed state?
I am saying, during the time he was there, I don't know why you are bringing Matiangi, but let me talk about him. When he was...
I was just asking.
Look at what he did when he was as a minister. Capitation was going to school. Teachers were being paid.
No. We were
My brother.
Okay.
The second point I wanted to raise. The second point.
Was come from heaven.
You are the one.
Let it finish.
You are the one who's talking about Matiangi.
No, I didn't talk about Matiangi.
They are so scared of my candidate. He's brilliant.
No, we are not scared of anybody.
Why would you bring his name?
Let us not go off the rails.
Why would you bring his name?
Okay, just a moment.
No, I write on the battle before my sister comes on board is that have you realized since IEBC being reconstituted, all opponents of William Ruto have gone silent. In fact, they're hiding in United States of America. They're hiding. Number two, all of them. They are hiding in United States. All of them are hiding in United States of America. And I'm happy the agencies of America are dealing with
all
them.
The candidates.
Speaking to their tribesmen in America.
Because they have not been stealing.
Speaking to their tribesmen
let's
in
have
America,
order.
not speaking to Kenyans. Number two, finally, on the issue, by the way, we are not new in Jerusalem. He's the only one who just came from heaven. In fact, during Matiangi era, he's the one who switched media off. You remember that?
And then
he's the one who ensured bodies.
From where?
He's the one who ensured bodies are found in River Yala.
And his friends are the ones who are taking those bodies to Yala.
Allow me to bat it.
Okay. Are the ones who are in government. Then, that's why we have...
But Matiangi
if you are serious, bring an inquest.
This is why...
Bring an inquest.
Can we have Rosa?
We are ready.
Okay, just a moment. Let's have...
Your friends are the ones who are taking those bodies to Yala.
This is why...
Okay. I think we're going off the rails.
Point
of order, guys.
Bring an inquest.
I don't accuse.
You can't people here.
These men are ranting. These men are ranting.
I don't have friends who are killing anybody.
In fact,
it is Matiangi. He was in charge of.
Are we debating?
All right.
I can mention names.
Point of order.
I have mentioned names.
Search me a second.
Just
search me a second. Onyonka, point of order, please. Okay, tone down.
Both of them were in government. They were in that government.
Including Matiangi.
You, Matiangi, William, all of you are there.
Okay. All on your horse.
All of you are there.
Don't let me.
Rosa, no. I'm giving a chance to Rosa. Rosa, please.
This is a true. This shows that the country is now ready for women leadership. Because if you're going to have men ranting, not being able to talk, not being able to listen to one another, is this what the country is made of?
The one he didn't want.
So what I'm saying is this: the situation in the country now is actually created by these men, because they don't want to listen and talk to one another. They want to talk at each other. That is not what this country needs.
Very simple.
Yes.
I hope that your side will accept that this country is bigger than all of us. Whatever the largesse, the pacts, the deals, the transactions that are happening, the truth is this country needs people to talk with each other, sit and be honest with each other, talk about issues which are affecting this country on a daily basis, discuss those things that would add value for the country to move forward.
Correct.
My argument is we are too busy. Yes, we must be restitutive. Yes, we must correct the past mistakes. But we are engaged right now of a war of shooting from that corner to that corner, from this corner to that corner. And I fear...
But let me ask you.
Yes.
What would be so discernibly different about this conclave that the BBI report is not really captured? We went all about
the truth is this.
Country of his country.
What I would have hoped...
What will be so new and fresh and so eureka moment about this report that has not been discussed?
What will be new is, for example, if my ODM party decides that they are going to say, if you're caught in a corruption scandal, we'll jail you for life. If my party can stand up and say, we are going to agree that nationally, the national government, which President William Ruto is the president, and we are engaged in, resources are going to be shared equitably, fairly through the budget. Making sure that when Kenyans are employed, we need to know how many teachers we have in the TSC. We don't have the numbers. How many public servants do we have? We don't. County governments, we don't. So we are running a dysfunctional system and pretending that it's working.
You should not allow your show to be a rumor milling center. These facts of how many do we have is in Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. You can get that report of 2019. Secondly,
have we ever done biometric registration of all teachers in the country?
What the Teachers Service Commission.
Have we ever done a biometric registration of all the military people? No. Have we ever done all the biometrics of the state workers in the Republic of Kenya? No. County governments, maybe two.
That's dangerous because we appropriate budget for those payment of salaries to teachers. So if you say we don't know number, what are we appropriating for? That's a dangerous statement.
Most likely ghost teachers.
Okay. We need to bring
Can you allow me now that I listen to him peacefully?
Then we get to our closing remarks.
Yes. And I agree that all these issues that he's saying that we need to talk is through conclave. You cannot be saying, let us talk. Then we ask you, how do we talk? Then you say, no, we don't. So the Senator Onyonka must speak aside.
I am the side.
We don't want leaders. We don't want leaders.
We have failed.
We don't want leaders who take Chinese dish called sweet and sour. You must pick a stand. Or for people who are good Christians like some of us, you don't like to be Christians of Ludokea.
You still don't know my position? You don't know my position?
Finish?
Let him finish, please.
I'm shocked he doesn't know my positions.
Let him finish.
I think when ODM came to broad-based, Senator Onyonka is still in his wild chase. But that is beside the point. That is why he needs to pick a point. You're either cold or hot.
I am cold. I am against the broad-based government.
Now the ODM Central Member Committee here, official, should invite him for disciplinary.
Absolutely, and that is their choice. Let them do whatever they want.
And I'm daring,
Okay, we need to
can I conclude so that Madam Rosaka, I'm daring Onyonka, if he's a man enough, with still something, he can resign in ODM and run again in Kisi.
If you are man enough, remove me. I was not brought here on a silver platter. I won my seat.
I know you won, but I'm saying even Raila Odinga in the early 90s when he he resigned. And
Raila was not running for senator.
All right, thank you.
No. Take me to Kisi and
let me finish. You know now you
have go home.
You need to protect me from heckling of Senator.
No, you are the one heckling.
No, I'm not heckling.
You're bringing issues that don't add value to this conversation.
This issue of running, we must have a conversation. Instead of talking at each other, we must start talking. And I think former Prime Minister has given us a proposal. He has said the best we can do is we can have a conversation. And one of the ways is conclave. In fact, to enrich that issue of conclave, we should not see any politician in it. We should have maybe religious leaders, or youth, and other stakeholders within a society setup. Let us do it at the county level. Make a resolution. Petition us. You are forgetting in the Constitution, there is a provision to petition institutions, to petition Parliament, to petition Executive, to petition Judiciary. That is the design of our Constitution. It cannot be that our friends who don't see the value in what we are saying imagines that if it is Raila Odinga or broad-based government proposing a certain way, it is not in good faith. It is in good faith. And you know, there are people who have sacrificed in this country like Raila Odinga for the benefit of the state. You remember in the last Gen Z protest, he sacrificed for this nation to be stable and peaceful and to be cohesive in terms of equity and equality. In the previous, during the handshake of 2018, he did the same. In 2007-2008, he did the same. So unless, and you know he's not power hungry, like some of our opponents, like the former Premier, the former Deputy President, the former Minister of Interior, and others, they are just hungry for power. And that is why when you ask them, what is your agenda for Kenyans, they say their priority is to remove Ruto from power. So what? They don't have an agenda.
Thank you.
Their agenda is for just power hungry.
Thank you.
And we know what they want.
Thank you. Rosa?
I just want to say this. You asked a question, a pertinent question, that what is the difference? Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has come out to say that whatever has happened or is happening cannot go on. We need to talk and listen to one another. And we need to find an opportunity through which we can talk and listen to one another.
But we've talked
and
a good
that
game.
Is why,
why do we need? We've talked a good game.
Just listen to me. ODM is not Kenya.
What? No.
Kenya is bigger than ODM. Listen to me. Kenyans need to talk to one another and to listen to one another. And that is why the former Prime Minister has said that, or has suggested, and this is just his suggestion, which people can build on or people can tear apart, but come with another suggestion, which will give Kenyans an opportunity to talk, to dialogue. And that is why he's talking about a conclave.
But Kenyans are saying...
You might not agree with it.
Kenyans are saying...
Listen, you might not agree with it, but come up with whatever you think can be an alternative, so that we don't shout like these two men are shouting at one another. We begin to talk and listen. Because it's only through talking that will solve the problems of this country.
Just a moment, fidelity to the Constitution. right? They're saying constitution, not a conclave. Because all these things that we need to seek to be addressed by the conclave already, they have been addressed in this constitution.
There are so many things we're talking about.
Why would you spend a lot of money?
Just listen to me. We're talking about national debt, for example. And we are saying, let us have an audit of this national debt. And you are saying we've had an audit before. It didn't work. Let us have this audit and let us know how was that money used.
Correct.
So that we move from there and don't make the same mistakes. Okay? So even if the constitution was followed, we would not be in this situation. The truth is we are now in this situation. So let us come and talk and look at it and find a way of moving forward.
But Law Society of Kenya is asking you, why do we need another task force to audit the national debt? Or we have the Auditor General. She has all the instruments that you need to actually audit this debt. Why can't you empower her? As people have been asking, also this body's controller of budgets and Auditor General, they're being frustrated by the parliamentarians. You don't want to give them also, I think their funding also is being pared down. You know, it really beats me to understand why we are saying we have a conflict of interest. We're trying to stanch. We are trying to stanch the flow of corruption in this country. While the able bodies that are supposed to be doing this job, they are not given that attention. But why do we need a task force?
Dibal, we don't live in heaven. We live on this earth.
Correct.
Where you will have people not following the constitution, but they're in some spaces or places of decision making. So now when we talk, we deal with those people. You know, but if you're saying that, follow if the constitution is followed, if this constitution, the Kenyan constitution was followed to the letter, really we'd have heaven in this country.
Indeed.
Correct.
But now that it's not, do we just say it's not, so let us keep fighting that it's not? We must find an opportunity
to move
on from there.
Where are we getting this money for a conclave?
It depends on what you think a conclave is. Why should it cost money?
Why should you use money?
But we've used money before.
No.
No. Even this NADCO report, why is it not being implemented by the National Assembly?
Sorry, can I call
There are already nine bills.
Yeah, we have passed. There are already 9
bills by piecemeal.
Senator Onyonka, we have passed as a priority in the business of the houses that all 9 bills that were recommended by NADCO have been passed.
IBC, and which one else that we know?
We have a number of bills. I can't get over it, but we have a number of bills that we have passed into law courtesy of the NADCO report. And I hope when the next time you invite us, we can just discuss NADCO report. We are always given priority on all NADCO bills, and all of them are totally 9, including the issue of IEBC.
So
when you say we have not implemented, we have implemented. One of the aspects is including even corruption, where conflict of interest bill has been ascended to law. So I can confirm you all the NADCO proposals, including policy and legislative intervention, we have done with it because we have agreed and we have come together as ODM and UDA and including other legislators within parliament. We have sat and we have... In fact, any bill, and I can tell you because I sit in the Senate and Senator Onyonka can confirm and Madam Rosa can confirm that any bill of NADCO has been given priority, unlike other bills. Because we believe after the NADCO meeting, where we talk as a country, we start talking for the benefit. And I agree with Raila Odinga says we have conclave. We don't need to use any resources. And he has proposed we can do it at the county level. We can use the county commissioners' offices to have a conversation. We don't need to hire. And we can have a discussion from there. Yeah, why would you want us to hire all?
Bal.
Okay, we need to wind up.
Yeah, that's a serious proposal.
I would like to say this. Because I have such high respect for my colleagues, I will not engage in the Dr. Fred Matiangi's discussion.
Don't shout.
I think the public,
yes.
Madam Rose, politicians shout. So forgive me. The point I wanted to make is that, number 2, I am not the one who started to discuss Dr. Matiangi. Naturally, he decided so that then he could. But I'm comfortable.
Why do you get emotional when we discuss Matiangi? We've discussed Sifuna here.
Rose.
We have discussed Sifuna. We've discussed Raila. We've discussed the president. We've discussed the former deputy president who tried to.
Can I have his head?
Can I have my time? You are coming to.
Can I just have his head so that he can?
Hold on. Can I ask? Hold on. Can I ask? Hold on.
You know the tribal adorned rose.
You can see who's being emotional about Matiangi.
I'm not emotional.
It's my 2 colleagues.
I'm not emotional.
They are shocked.
Just let him have his head. Okay.
They are shocked.
They
are shocked that the candidates.
Just a moment.
Adrenaline.
Okay, let him have his head.
Other candidates are coming out and they're good. I think Kenyans will decide whether they deserve to be presidents or not. I don't think that it is in this place that we can make accusations about people who cannot defend
Kenyans will decide.
themselves.
Yes.
I would want Mr. Cherargei, the day he meets Matiangi, in a show like this or somewhere else, let him ask him. Number two,
In fact, you should invite
the country that I live in called
I'll deal with him.
the issues that this country has got are because of lack of the trust,
Yes.
and we have a trust deficit. That is why even when, I can tell you, and I think it's okay for me to pronounce it here, I have watched and seen and have agonized about the direction of the country. I have looked and said, do we need to sit down as a people and make noise, scream at each other, talk, come down and say, can we fix the country? I have always wished that that was the case. But the way Kenyan politics is playing out,
But you are opposing conclave.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
No, because...
No. Just let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
Have your time.
My apologies, you finish. But you agree with conclave of ODM Raila Odinga.
no, I don't.
Then why are you saying we come down?
Allow
Okay,
me.
just, let him
I was
We'll
making.
talk about,
Cherargei, let him
I was
What if
making.
you're talking in
just a
Abu
moment.
Dhabi or
Let him execute his point.
Honorable Cherargei, right
Okay,
now.
my apologies.
Right now, you are so excited about having Mzee Raila and ODM being in the broad-based government. 1 year ago, you were telling me how ODM is full of thugs, crooks, thieves, and idiots who just go to the streets with sufrias on their
Only
head.
a fool doesn't change.
Please, thank you. My argument.
then number
My
two,
argument.
where is that evidence
Thank
that
you.
I said
Let
that?
me make my